Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at Chrome Songmaker, which is an application of Chrome Music Lab, which is a free collection of browser-based music programs made by Google. This is pretty interesting. A lot of people don't even know this exists. I didn't know this existed, but I found this the other day and thought it would be interesting to show you guys how to use it. So it's very user-friendly, but we're going to go through it anyway. So this is what the screen looks like when you first open up a new project. The bold horizontal line represents the octave separation, and the bold vertical lines represent each measure. Each box is a note. Okay, you can't change the length of these notes except by going into settings here. Let's go through all the settings. So we have to determine the length of our song. 4 bars is fine. It's short. Beats per bar. So this is like our time signature. I'm going to keep it at 4 beats per bar. Now, this is the only way to change the length of the notes that you put into this program. So each box right now is half a beat. It's an eighth note. And this is determined right here. If we want each beat to be a 16th note, we can do that. Or if we want to do triplets, we can split beats into 3. Now, once you decide what the length of your note is, how you want to split the beats, that's the only length of note you can make in this program. So you can't have long notes and short notes in the same song. So that is one downside of this application. We can change the scale, major, pentatonic, or chromatic. So if you don't have a lot of background knowledge in music theory or a lot of experience in music, or if you're doing this with kids, I recommend the pentatonic scale because anything you do here will sound pretty good. Middle C is fine to start on. You can change it though, and then range. So since we're in pentatonic scale, I'm going to change the range to 3 octaves because then, since there's only 5 notes in each octave in the pentatonic scale, now we have 15 notes total to choose from. So here's what it looks like now. Down below, where you see the dots, this is your drum line. There's only 2 options: circle, triangle. The circle is the lower sound, the triangle is going to be the higher sound. So for a drum, this is going to be like the bass drum in the hi-hat, for example. So here's some drums. Now there's no copy and paste function, which I find quite inconvenient, but again, it keeps the program very simple. So here I'm just repeating the same pattern throughout. Now, you can change the sound here. Let's do marimba. Marimba is the default, that's fine. So here's how you enter the notes, is by clicking on these boxes. They're color-coded by octave. So you'll notice, as we can see the octave separation here, the beginning of the octave is red each time. And they're kind of rainbow colored. They're so pretty. Okay, so like I said, you can't change the length of the note. We already set that, so we can only just fill in a box. That's it. That's all we can do. Now, to demonstrate what we can do, I'm going to pull up a song I already made, and let's hear it. Notice how we cannot make separate tracks in this program. So to make different lines of music, I put the notes on top of each other. So what I recommend is you can kind of put your bass line at the bottom and then put a melody on top. Okay, that about sums it up. But the last thing I want to point out is how to save your project. So because you did not need to create, and you can't create an account on this application, it means you can't save your projects to an account. This is a downside. So if we click save here, you'll see that your song is saved at a link. The only way to get back to this link is if you bookmark it on your browser. If you lose the link, you lose your project. Okay? So overall, this is a good program, I think, mostly for kids probably, to get started making music really quickly. You can make a song in 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and then you're done. I wouldn't recommend it for anyone with experience in music who's looking to create a full-fledged song. Okay, thanks for watching.